last session, we discussed about how Oracle using various tools will make a connection process to Oracle software and then to database. Okay, that part we have seen in my last session. I'll just show you what was that architecture we covered. And after that, we'll go to our first practical session today, connecting with SQL. File open, 5 p.m. Which was it? Yeah, connection process. Yes. Two tools I discussed. One is SQL Plus, one is Oracle SQL Developer. Two tools we have. Now, let's begin. A very detailed we went to have an explanation on it. Now, and one more thing that I said is this Oracle SQL Developer tool is developed in Java, I said. Okay, it is developed in Java language. But they develop this tool, I'm saying. This tool. Okay, that is the reason what I said is whenever you install Oracle software, compulsory Oracle software installs even Java software. Yes. Which version it will install? Remember. Latest version of Java is, might be this Java 21. Example, I'm saying Java 21, latest version. But now what I'm saying, along with Oracle software, what is installed? Java software also gets installed. And which version? JDK 1.6 it will install. Why? Because this tool, which tool? Oracle SQL Developer. This tool, they developed in Java. That is the reason to run that tool, we require Java software. That is one small point. Okay, chalo, right. So let's start today. The first topic of SQL, that is called data query or retrieval language, DQL, DRL. Yes. And you have to remember what is Acha, you want to see that also? Yeah, I'll show you one second. File open, SQL introduction. See here. This is our first topic we are going to learn. First topic here. DQL, where I'm going to explain select command. This select command topic will go almost for 4 weeks. Means you can say around 1 month I'll talk only about select command. Yeah, and I repeat here. This is my pattern of teaching. This is my pattern. I will begin with the DQL, DRL. First, we will learn all the techniques of data retrieval process. And this DQL, the select command, itself will take almost 1 month, almost 4.5 weeks it takes. 4.5 weeks. And one more interesting thing, the remaining languages are there, DML, TCL, hardly 15 session enough. Remaining all we can wind up. They are that simple. They are that easy to understand. DML, TCL, DDL, DCL, all you can understand. Easy way you can understand them. Right? And this is my way of teaching. The other places, where the Oracle they teach, they go in this way. Their method of teaching. First, they explain how to create, how to alter, how to drop table. Then they'll show how to perform DML. Then they show how to perform TCL. Then they explain DQL. But I don't feel that is best way. I feel this is the best way to learn, Oracle or SQL part. So let's begin with DQL now. Okay. So let's start. Yeah. Now, first thing remember in this, here we are going to learn to retrieve data from database using select command in following ways. Yeah. What are they? One is called selection. Second is called projection. Third is called joins. Selection, projection, joins. Yeah. How many? Three ways. You can retrieve data in three ways. Selection means retrieving all columns. Retrieving. Yeah. Retrieving. Yeah. All columns. Retrieving required columns is what you call projection. Joins. Remember, two ways. Two ways. Two ways. What are they? Yes. One is called row joins and second is called column joins. What row joins means? Here use call like this. Retrieving rows from two or more queries. Yeah, here column joins. Retrieving columns from two or more tables. Yeah. One is based on queries, one is based on tables. Yeah, column joins is from tables and row joins is based on queries. Okay. And one more thing also remember, especially when you talk about syntax of select command, remember select command is going to work based on 5 clauses. Five what clauses? What are they? I'm not saying, I didn't say that select has only 5 clauses. I said fundamentals to select command when we learn, we are going to find select command providing basics with what? 5 clauses. What are they? One, from clause. Then where clause. Then group by clause. Having clause. Order by clause. Yeah. Order by clause. Yes. Now, first, let's be clear on that word, clause. So, what I would say, the English meaning, not related with Oracle, general point I'm saying, clause. The meaning of clause is continuation of a statement. The meaning of clause is continuation of a statement. It means you cannot end your query just by writing from. Means after from something you have to write, which is compulsory. That is the meaning. Clause, group by clause, having clause, order by clause. 5. And among all these, initially, these 4 are optional. Optional. Based on requirement we use. Yeah. Based on requirement we use. Yeah. Select. Okay. And especially In all these clauses, remember, order by. Between order and by, you have one keyword to use called siblings. When the topic comes, you'll get to know. But remember, there is one keyword. What is the keyword called? Siblings. Aha. And then you are going to mention here column 1, column position, column alias, math expression, column 2, column 3, so on. Order type, ASC, DESC, semicolon. These are the things that you are going to write in order by clause. Ascending, descending. Okay. Second part, I would say. Second, having clause needs to mention conditions. How and all we don't know, but we require. Group by clause required to specify column 1, column 2, column 3, so on. Yeah. Where you require to have conditions from table 1, and table 1 can have even alias, comma, table 2, alias. Like that, you can have multiple tables. Bas. And now remember one more interesting thing. After select command, these all things you can write. What? 1, star, or you can write columns list, column aliases, math expressions, literals, functions, pseudo columns. These many things you can write. And you know what do you call? All these things, whatever you have written, they come under a category called expression list area. You call them. Yeah. And one more thing. This star is there. Star. Yeah. Star has multiple meanings in Oracle. First one I'm writing. First meaning. Star means selection operator. Here, columns list means projection. Selection is retrieving all columns. Projection is retrieving required columns. Column selection operator is selection operator, projection. Two things. Okay. And now, here, yeah, this is the basic syntax of select command. Basic. By the end of data query language, syntax of select command will easily go with around 30 to 40 lines of syntax it is. This is fundamentals to understand. Yeah. And one more part we'll see. One more part. What it is, 6. Some interesting thing is, remember, in Oracle, whenever you write select command, whenever you write select command, you cannot have selection and projection at a time. You cannot. Either you go with selection or you go with projection. Any one is possible. But you cannot try selection and projection both at a time. Not allowed. No, we don't have that technique. Any one is possible, either selection or projection. Okay. And second thing also, I'll say, second thing. These clause, for example, if you're writing a select query, then listen carefully, please. First, what did I say? Oracle does not allow selection and projection at a time. You can't. Any one is possible. Either you go with selection or you go with projection. Now what I'm saying? Now what I'm saying? These clauses are there, no? 5 clauses from where, group by, having, order by. 5 clauses are there, no? Whenever we are using all of them, for example, whenever you are using all of them, then rule. What is the rule? Compulsory, you have to follow the same sequence. You cannot interchange them. Interchange in the sense, first you cannot write where, then you write from, or first you write having and then you write group by. No, that is not allowed. You have to follow same sequence. When I'm saying, when you're using all of them, then we have that rule. Mm. And rule, whenever you're writing a select query, make a point that compulsory this query should be terminated by semicolon. Compulsory, you have to terminate it by semicolon. Only when you terminate the query by semicolon, whenever you terminate the query by semicolon, then the query is going to function. Yeah. So what did I say now? Every SQL query should and must be terminated by semicolon. That is the reason this is what you call SQL terminator. What do you call that as? SQL terminator. Okay. And yeah, one more query, one more point. These things to be discussed coming classes now. Internal, how a query will go for execution. Internal. How does a query go for execution? So that process also I'll explain you. Yeah, next coming classes we'll learn. But as at this point of time, we just make one simple conclusion that SQL query, not only select any SQL query, always it goes for execution from left to right. What it means, why I said, where do we study, coming classes, there are many topics to justify this point. So whenever the topic comes, you yourself can correlate and understand that how, where that, and why we have discussed that process of execution of your query from left to right. Okay. Chalo. Now interesting thing I'll explain. Listen. Interesting thing. And what I would do, what I would do, Remember, we already decided that we want to start DQL, DRL. We already decided that we want to start DQL and DRL. And second, I also explained you what are the different ways of retrieving data. That also we covered. Then I said about syntax also I covered. I didn't explain what are the things available. I just am saying that I wrote syntax and saying syntax I wrote. Right? In that syntax, I clearly mentioned all the things available in it, like select command, then a lot of other information that you would find there from where, group by, having, order by, all the things have covered in it, right? Uh, now interesting point is now interesting point is listen carefully, please. Interesting point is after completion of this syntax, I made few points also. I made few points that columns, list, star operator you cannot have together, and I even said that clauses you cannot interchange, you cannot swap them. Like first writing where, then writing from, not allowed. You have to follow syntax. I said, right? All these things I mentioned. But now the point that has come to my mind is we decided to learn DQL, but to learn DQL, we should have some data, no? To learn DQL, we should have some data. Okay. We should have some data with us. Just 1 second. Be online, please. Just 1 second. I'll unshare my screen for 2 minutes. Wait. Everyone, please wait. Just 1 second. Yeah. So So everything is fine. Now what is the story I'm saying? We decided to learn DQL, everything is fine. But now the situation has come. In order to learn data retrieval process, we should have some data, no? We should have some tables. Then you can practice on those tables. Then we can practice on those tables. So listen to me now. Listen to me. Carefully you listen. I'll write here. Listen. First tool we require. Tool. Yeah. Tool is available. SQL plus. Okay, chalo, good. SQL plus tool is available. Then, in order to work with this tool, we require one user. Or that user you call schema. Okay. Chalo, that is also available. That is also available. That is by name Scott. It is software provided. I didn't create. Software provided. Yeah, for practice purpose. Yeah, for practice purpose. Yeah, Scott. Scott is schema. SQL plus is tool. Yeah. And now what I'm saying, in Scott, Oracle Corporation has provided 4 tables. This also for practice purpose. And remember, you, me, all of us dependent on this 4 tables till I explain you how to create our personal table. Till I explain you how to create our personal table. Till that point, we will be working on those 4 tables. Scott, this is also ready-made. Yeah, software provided. So you, me, both are dependent on Scott. Till I explain you how to create our own personal schema. Yeah, whenever I explain you how to create our personal schema, bus from that day, let's not go to Scott. You create a schema on your own name. Scott will be replaced by Ramesh. Scott will be replaced by Prasanna. Scott will be replaced by Satish. Scott will be replaced by my name, Shareef. Yeah, that part has to be discussed. Yeah, but introduction class may those all things we cannot learn. You have to wait based on topic, based on the requirement. Accordingly, I'll be discussing all of them. Hmm. Chalo, let's see now whether the same story is there with us or not. Chalo, let's start. Close this. Four tables I'm saying, ready-made tables, ready-made software provided tables. There is a reason I'm saying four tables provided for practice purpose. Obviously, they're not created by us. They are not created by us. They are ready-made, right? So obviously, I openly saying it. Little confusion will be there when you create your own table. Then it will be easy for you to understand, no? But someone created, we are just using them. Yeah, we are using them. But Oracle Corporation has provided these four tables, not with complex information, not with complex names. Easy approach, easy way to remember. Hardly 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, you may have little confusion, but definitely after 3, 4 days, you stand very strongly. That to a justifying, provided an explanation like what are those table names, what are the table contains in combination of rows and columns, everything you'll be in a position to explain. You understand what I'm saying, right? Hmm. So first I have to show you them. What are those tables? Okay. So installation part is not yet over. Probably, I hope tomorrow's class I'll come up with installation. I'm actually waiting for your email IDs from the management to share. Once I get your email IDs from the management, then definitely we will see installation 100% because software I myself will share with you. Software is already there in my machine. I'll give privileges to one of your laptops who doesn't have that software. So that you share your laptop. I'll guide you from here the installation process. Nothing to worry on it. Yeah. Chalo. Now next part, listen carefully. Next part. What it is. Ah. So let's see now. Open tool SQL plus. Chalo. Enter. First it is asking username. I said you. Scott. Yeah, Scott. Password of this login we usually provide during installation of Oracle. Tiger. Yes. Username, password. Username Scott, password Tiger. Then what? Then what? Database @ORCL. Database. Username, password, database. And I will explain why I have set the password as Tiger. This is one point, a kind of, you can say, legacy from the initial versions of Oracle. Password of Scott, even Oracle Corporation used to provide by name Tiger, the same we followed. One reason. Second reason, you'll get to know very shortly. Yeah, that is one point I said. And when did you provide this password? During installation. During installation. Chalo, connect now. Yes, connected. Yeah, you got your SQL prompt. And I said, you please listen carefully. We are going to practice in this tool, SQL plus tool. Coming classes में definitely I will demonstrate how to use Oracle SQL developer tool. That part also I will cover. But that SQL developer tool, the problem with the tool is it is user friendly. You don't need to write queries. You drag and drop, query is written automatically. So you should not make yourself comfortable on wizard based approach. You should not make yourself comfortable with user friendly approach. That may put you in trouble. Interviews में they won't ask you wizard approach. They will ask you to write syntaxes. They'll ask you to write queries following syntaxes of select command. Chalo, we are into this. Now listen carefully. First point, the moment you get your SQL form, what to do? I want to see those 4 tables. Which 4 tables? I said, no, those tables provided for our practice purpose. Yeah, you want to see those tables now. Okay? Chalo, right. In order to see those tables, remember the one which I'm writing. The one which I'm writing. You all remember that as standard query to get list of tables. Okay. So, right. Select star from tab. Yes. You find department, 1 table, EMP, 1 table, bonus, 1 table, sal grade, 1 table. Yes. Okay. But this is not giving my point. I'm saying my point of view. This is not giving clarity for me to understand. Like table name is coming in 1 line, table type is coming in 2nd line. Why like that? Why it should not be like one beside the other? Department beside it table, EMP beside it table, bonus beside it table, sal grade beside it table. If I get in that way, it is better, na? So for that reason, listen what to do. This select star from tab is providing you table name and its heading is T name. This table name is identified with this column heading, T name. So this T name column is quite lengthy column. It is lengthy. This much I don't want. So what I would do, I'll compress this column length. This column length. It is almost, you know how much? Around 128 characters length it is. 128 characters. This column length is 128 characters. That is the reason. That is the reason. This table type has come to next line. Okay. So do one thing. This column length you decrease. How? Column T name. This column name. T name. Format. Table name contains alphabets. Alphabets. It is of 128 characters length. You want to compress 30, but 30 characters. Now write same query again. Select star from tab. This is far better now. This gives clarity now. That will not give you clarity. That was creating confusion. See, systematic table, rows and columns. Yes, 4 tables. Sal grade 1 table, bonus 1 table, EMP 1 table, department 1 table. Yes, these are the 4 tables Oracle Corporation has provided for our practice purpose. Do you have these tables in your machine? 100%. Install Oracle the way I entered into Scott, write same query, you also will get same 4 tables. Is it the only way to get list of tables? Select star from tab? No, you have another way. Okay, I'll show you that also. Select star from user underscore catalog. Yes. This also will provide you list of user tables. Yeah. User table. This is one more way. Another way. That is, that previous one was one way. This is another way. Same story here, Osare. Same. table name, lengthy column, compress, column, table name, format, A30. These all things we are doing because we are working with SQL plus tool. These things doesn't require if you're working in Oracle SQL developer tool. We don't need to do this all there. Because it is GUI, it is user friendly. Those settings will be not needed there. These things what I'm changing, you don't need to do there. Yeah. Chalo, right. Same query. Select star from user underscore catalog. Yes. 4 tables. Mm. But don't you feel this name is little lengthy? User underscore catalog. Why this much lengthy? Shortcut. Select star from catalog. Yes, same output. Same output. I mean to say like this: table name, table type, table name, table type. 4 tables here, same 4 tables here. Sequence may differ, but output is same. 4 tables there, 4 tables. So how many ways now we know to get list of tables? 3 ways. Yeah. User underscore catalog. What is shortcut of this? CAT. Yes. Yeah. If I exit. Re-enter SQL plus Scott, password, database. Yeah. Connected. First settings you do. Setting. Column, T name, format A30, column, table name, format A30. Now right, select star from tab, select star from user underscore catalog, select star from cat. All will give you list of tables. Still something is going in your back of mind related to this, unmute yourself. You're welcome to put forward any query. I'm here to resolve. Just raise your doubts if you have anything. If you're comfortable, then I'll go with my next discussion on these tables. Everyone I'm saying. Yes, please. Prasanna.
In the syntax, SQL syntax, I have one query.
Mm.
Uh,
Mm.
SQL syntax. So here, the difference between that from and sorry, the difference between the where and group by having order.
These all topics there. They are topics for us. Whenever I start the topic, I'll explain. Don't worry. We will study. I
Oh,
said we have just written syntax. That's it. I didn't even a single line of this syntax. Nothing. Only I said 2 things highlighted. That's it. Selection operator, projection. And selection operator, here I said retrieving all column, projection, retrieving required column. Nothing I explained, nothing. To be discussed coming classes. Topic by topic, I'll explain. Okay.
okay.
Yeah, it will be covered. Don't worry. Yeah, Prasanna, you have anything to ask, Prasanna?
Yeah. Firstly, my point is also same like,
Mm-hmm.
you have written the syntax like,
Yes. But nothing is discussed of it. Nothing. Don't worry. We will study.
okay.
Yeah.
Can you go to that query again, once again, please?
Yeah. Come back. Yes, please.
So can you go up?
Yes.
So you are saying the T name and T name format A30.
Mm.
Here,
Mm.
T name means table name, right?
Yeah, table. This is the column
And
name
this
actually. This is one column name in this table called tab.
table name,
Uh,
you have clearly written, instead
T
of
name.
T name, you have written that table name. Am I right?
No. T name is separate. Table name is separate.
That's what I need a confirmation. Okay.
Table name is separate. T name is separate. T name is coming from tab. Table name is coming from user underscore catalog.
There I have a confusion. Okay.
Mm. two things, two different things you're talking about. You remember these tables here. Select star from tab. What for this query? I said standard query, standard. Whenever you want to get list of tables, write this query. Is it the only way? No, this is also one way. This is also another way. This is also one way to get list of tables. You write that or this, your wish. Okay?
One doubt here, the T name and table underscore name. This is unique throughout this all the stable that is predefined tables in the Oracle.
Correct. 100% correct. You're right. According to this table, this is unique column. According to this table, this is unique column. If I don't do these settings, and these settings, whichever I'm doing, don't forget, they are temporary. They are temporary. Once I exit from here, bus gone, settings gone. If I open the tool again, I won't get those settings. I lost those settings. Check now. I lost. Then what should I do? Do the setting again. Column. Which column? T name. Format. Alphabet. 30 characters. You made the setting. Now write a query. Yes. Now I get them proper. Every time I should do, you have to do. Every time you have to do. Till you get practice, till you get things memorized. Then I'll show you how to make things permanent. How to make things permanent.
So these are provided by default by software. Am I right? So what is cluster ID?
That we'll see. Clusters one topic is there. At that I will explain. At this stage, not needed. We'll discuss,
because when you write a second command like a table name like this, I mean select table underscore name and a character size is A30. Then when you query that query, that cluster ID is gone.
Yes, it is not there.
Yeah.
When you write this query, you're saying, 1 second, I'll write that query. 1 second, column, table name, table underscore name, format, alphabet 30.
Yeah, 30.
Then I said, select star from, shortcut I'll write, okay, catalog.
Okay.
Enter. Yes. Tab will have 3 columns, T name, table type, cluster ID. In catalog, only 2 things are there, table name, table type. Table name, table type. Only 2 are there.
Right.
Okay. Difference and all, don't worry. Why cluster ID here? We are not done. Remember one point. Connecting with this tab, connecting with this user underscore catalog, cat. We have one separate topic in my coming classes. We are going to study a topic called dictionary tables. In that I'll explain.
Okay, got it.
Dictionary tables. And remember, tab, cat, user underscore catalog. We don't have only 3 tables. Oracle provides 990 tables. From that 990 tables, we know only 3 tables now. Okay, that is still to be discussed. It's not yet over. Yeah. Anything else? And what did I say? I didn't even say this to you. I started like this. I said like this. Standard queries. Standard. Means at this stage we cannot understand about them with that clarity. Slowly, whenever we enter into practicals, then definitely they'll come in our way. Then by the end of the data query language, you will be very strong to write lot of things related with DQL. Yeah. Prasanna, is this clear for you? No, do you have still any confusion is there in this?
No, it is clear.
Okay.
Yeah.
And these settings are temporary. Don't forget that, please. Column T name format A30, column table name format A30. They are obviously temporary. But I'll show you how to make them permanent also. Coming classes, I'll show you. So that every time why to write, why don't we make them automatically set for that? Why don't we make those settings automatically? So that part is also there.
Like as you said, like you can write your own table. Right?
So like that, we can have settings also automatic. Like every time I don't want to waste my time writing those 2 lines. Column T name format, column table name format. Why I should write a query, select star from tab. I should get the tables in a systematic way.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, chalo, right. Satish, are you there? Satish, can you hear me?
Yeah, Ahmed.
Yeah, Satish. You have any questions, Satish?
Nothing as of now.
Okay. Right. Okay, sir. Yeah. Shakil?
No, sir. All clear.
Clear? Okay. Srinivas?
Yeah, I'm
Clear? You understood everything?
Yeah.
Okay. Yashwant? Yeah, Yashwant, you can unmute yourself. Yashwant M. Okay. Right. Now, now you remember this, right? Every table select star from tab. 4 tables we got. You remember every table is a collection of what? Rows and columns. Every table is a collection of what? Rows and columns. Yeah, it means all these 4 tables, Oracle Corporation has provided rows and columns in it. Yeah. So first we will see columns. Okay. What do we see? Columns. Every table, how many columns are there? We'll find out that. Okay. So in order to get list of columns, okay, time is also over. Tomorrow's class, we'll discuss this. Tomorrow's class, detail, I'll discuss that. Okay.